So at the bottom, it has the 4 quadrants. So when I have a conversation with someone to do the marketing plan, of course, I ask questions at first about who they are, and what's important to them, and what they do, and all that. So we got that. So that's very important. And I make mental notes of them, and we have conversation. Then I say, well, now I'm going to tell you all about this amazing company. But the first thing I want you to do is understand the purpose of this company. The purpose of this company is, yes, it is a business, and yes, you're going to have the opportunity to make money, a little bit or a lot of it, whatever you choose. However, really our intention and what Mary Kay created this company to be is about transforming women's lives. And I believe there's 4 different areas in which we transform women's lives, and I'm going to go through those 4 areas, and as I do, I would love for you to acknowledge or identify which area means the most to you. And then you can share that with me once we're done with that. So the first one is the finances. And what I say about finances is that, you know, if a woman has an opportunity to have a business where she can make more money, the greatest benefit is that it takes off pressure, it alleviates stress, and it gives you more options in your life. And some women pursue Mary Kay very, very part-time, and so a part-time consultant that works, you know, 1 party to 3 parties a week, or usually makes about $5,000 to $25,000 a year, a part-time consultant. And then we have the position of director. Director is a leader position. It's helping consultants build their businesses and teaches them to be successful as consultants, and directors' positions pay about $5,000 to $25,000 a month. So there's a big difference in the income level. Now, you might say, but not all directors make $5,000. Well, my position is we all should.
Amen.
So I really feel that that's a bottom income to be $5,000 a month on up. And I know that there are points where that's not the case, but that should be I'm going to say should. I mean, really it was intended to be $5,000 to $25,000 a month. So if you know where the intention is, that it gives you a place to shoot for. And I do know that when you're struggling with minimum production, watch a pattern. Because if you have a pattern, hit and miss, or hit the same production every month, like you hit 6 every single month, then there is a thought process there. There's a behavior pattern. You have trained yourself to hit that. So watch the patterns that they keep you. Okay, so $5,000 to $25,000, and the national sales director is $300,000 on up. Over our highest paid woman is making over $1 million a year. So that's finances. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. So that's money part of it. Then the second way we transform women's lives is freedom and flexibility. And I love freedom and flexibility. That's like one of my hot buttons, because I love owning my own business. I love designing my own day. I love calling my own shots. I love being able to run out and do whatever I want to do, because I don't like working in a cubicle or the confines of a classroom or for somebody else. I love having my own wherewithal. That excites me. So freedom and flexibility. And then there is the next one, which is a lot of stuff all in one. It's friends, frivolous, and fun. And friends, because in this company, the friendships and relationships are one of the greatest gifts that we have. And this is what I say with that is, if all of your girlfriends were mentally healthy and emotionally stable, would that be so fun? If all of your family members were mentally healthy and emotionally stable, would that be so fun? If you have mentally healthy, emotionally stable girlfriends, they give you good advice. They come alongside you. They want to celebrate you. They want the best for you. They don't try to knock you down. They don't try to be negative. They don't talk behind your back. They support you, and they're positive women. That is a gift. That is an amazing thing. That's what we have in Mary Kay. The fun, because this is a blast. We're always having fun. We're doing fun things. We dance, we sing, we play. Life is too short not to have fun. And then the frivolous are all the stuff you hear about, like free cars and diamond rings and top trips. And if you could travel anywhere in the world you want to go, where would you go? And so that's the fun, friends, and frivolous. Okay, and then the last one is foundational growth. And I love this one because basically it's about you becoming the best version of yourself. And I love helping women becoming their best selves, because if you had 10 times more self-confidence right now, 10 times more self-confidence, would your life look different than it looks right now? That's the question I love to ask with that positioning. Because confidence serves us, it causes us to take control when we don't think we have control. And we view things different, we filter things different in our life. That's what confidence is all about. So, those are the 4 ways. So, if I would ask you, Leah Carta, what means the most to you, what would be the most significant thing to you?
Freedom and flexibility.
Ooh, good. Tell me why, tell me why, tell me why.
Because I hate being confined in my job.
Yes?
And it sounds like you get to design your life, and I would love that.
So, Leah Carta, when you retire someday, would you like to do different countries every single month?
I can't even wrap my brain around that.
Cheryl Warfield, we're sitting at the table with Cheryl and Rob. She's retiring this next year, this next January. And they are selling their house, which is for sale right now. They're putting everything in storage, and they are going to travel internationally. They're going to stay in Italy for 1 entire month, and they're going to go to Turkey, and then they're going to go to Greece, and that's what they're going to do for an entire year, go in a different country every month. So Leah was going...
I thought I dreamt big, and you sit next to Cheryl Warfield, and you're like, well, we need to redo the goalposts.
So fun, I love it. So yeah, that's so cool. So okay, so all right, so in your job right now, Leah Carta, are you working you're employed? How long? I don't think I asked you how long you've been in your job.
I've been there for 8 years.
8 years. Okay. Can you see yourself being there for 8 more?
Oh, I hope not. No.
What would be the hardest thing for you if you were?
If I stayed there?
Yeah.
Just, I don't feel like I'm advancing anywhere. I've just been doing the same thing for 8 years, and I'm bored.
Gotcha. Okay. Dissatisfied's not a fun place to be.
No.
No. My dad used to have a saying that if you keep doing what you're currently doing, you'll just keep getting what you're currently getting. So, sounds like you have some ambition. Because usually if people have ambition, that's when they get dissatisfied with being in the same place. Cool. I love women with ambition. They're fun.
I'm ready to sign up.
Okay, so give me the next one. So Chelsea, which one speaks the most to you?
Foundational growth.
Foundational growth. Okay, so when I ask that question, like if you had 10 times more self-confidence, what comes to your mind?
How my life would be different.
Would you share with me?
How my life would be different?
Yeah.
Yes. I know that my life would be different if I had 10 times more self-confidence, because I know how my life has become different from gaining 10 times more confidence. And I know that it affects the friends that you have. I know that it affects the way that your relations are with your family. I believe that it helps you to function from a core of peace. And down to even little things, like I went home a week ago to my hometown, and I remember standing there at the counter, and I ordered my coffee from Smoky Row, and I thought, the girl who's standing here ordering a coffee from Smoky Row is so much more confident in the way that she asks for a coffee than she was when she worked for the company across the street 5 years ago.
Exactly. Cool. You're going to be fun to work with. Okay. We're going to have a good time. That's fun. Alrighty. So when they give me their answer, for sure you want them to elaborate. So for sure they don't just say finances. You say, well, share with me. Why would that be a difference? And how would that feel? And would that alleviate stress? And would that be? So you want them to talk about it, to own it, to be a part of it. Because if it's their choice, then you really want them to get emotionally connected to why it's their choice. Then I said, okay, now I'm going to show you the numbers part. So don't forget this part because it's really important, but here's the numbers part. First thing I have written up at the top is sales. So I say there's lots of ways that we sell the product, and I'm going to tell you 2 of them. One is parties, which are 4 to 6 women at a time, so write 4 to 6 women. I'm writing it on my sheet. They're writing it on their sheet. So I just say right there, write 4 to 6 women, that's a party. And most part-time consultants do 1 to 3 parties a week. So I'm going to give you information based on 3 parties a week so that you understand what that looks like. So an average party in sales is $300 for a new consultant, average party. So I'm going to have you write party, 4 to 6 women, and $300. And if we did 3 of those, that would be 3 times 300, so that would be 900 sold. They're usually right with me on that 900. So we make 50% commission. And so that makes half of everything you sell is yours, and it's in your hand immediately. You don't have to wait for it. It's right there. So you sold $900, $450 is in your hand. So then I say to them, so if I gave you $450 just right now, I just pushed it across the table at you, what would you go buy with it? Or what would you do with it right now? Share with me.
I would pay a credit card off.
Yay! Would that feel good?
Oh my.
Oh my. Would your husband be happy?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. That's a cool thought. Okay, $450, that'd be 1 week. Okay, so let's figure out a month's worth of that activity. If you took 4 weeks times $900, that would be $3,600 sold for the month. And your half would be $1,800. So for some reason, that sounds like a heck of a lot more than $450. So $1,800 a month, would that make a big difference in your family budget?
Yes.
For 1 month?
Big time.
What if you did it 2 months? What if you had another $1,800 3 months in a row? How would that be cool? Would that be good? Would that make a difference? Would that okay, so we take it, so that's how the product works. Then we have reorder business, and that's because it's not just about the initial sell. It's about the fact that you've established a customer. And that customer is going to be using product and selling it and using it and selling it, and every time using it and selling it, using it and buying more, using it and buying more, and every time she buys more, she purchases from you. She's your customer. You're building a business, and it's your business. It's not the store's business. It's your business. And so for every 100 customers you have, so under reorder business, I write this, every 100 customers you have that are skincare customers, that are using the skincare line, it is about $500 worth of income for you on a monthly basis. It's for every 100 customers that are using skincare. So you see the income just keeps growing from you sell the product. Okay, then it has sponsoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I say, we're going to talk about building a team. So I want you to think of 5 first names. They can be women you know, or you can make them up if you want to, but write their names in there. So they write the names. Number 1 is Sally, and Ann, and Debbie, and right down there. So I say, so number 1, what's her name again? And she says Sally, and I go, okay, Sally, this is how this works. You're going to sponsor her, and she might be a friend you know right now, or it could be someone you meet at a party who says to you, gosh, do you really make money doing this? Like, this looks like fun. And you go, come with me to my success meeting. And then they come and they find out about it, and they become your first team member, and they're going to order product from the company, and then they're going to sell it to their customers, and then they're going to order it, and then they're going to sell it. But every time they order product, the company's going to send you a check, and the check is going to be 4% of whatever amount she purchased. So we're going to put 4% next to her name. And then I'm going to write, and then there's a little 4% on the company's 50%. And then, so how much activity she does is entirely up to her, and you're not trying to get her to do more than she wants. You just support her in what she wants to do. Second woman, 4%. Third woman, 4%. Fourth woman, 4%. And then with your fifth woman, this is the happy day, happy dance time, is that fifth woman, that 4% is going to double to 9% on all 5 of them. Like, put this little loop right there, all 5 of them. You have just promoted yourself in commission. Now you're making 9 instead of 5, instead of 4. And would you like to know how to make 13? Yes? Cool. You're not going to stop with 5. You're going to get 6, 7, 8, 9 people on your team. And when 5 of those people order product in the same calendar month, you're going to make 13% instead of 9%. So the more women you have, the more likely you're going to be making 13%. And that's really fun. That's like $800 or $1,000. So you're making your money from your parties, and you make your money from your reorder business, and you're making your money from building your team. And then we do have tax deductions and all that good stuff. But I don't go into a lot of that because that just complicates the conversation. And then there's directorship, which is leadership. So I get a feeling just from knowing you, leadership might be interesting to you. Would you agree? Mm-hmm. Okay, well then I'll tell you what leadership looks like. You build a team of women, you go into a qualification period, and those women sponsored during the qualification all count for you. And you build an amazing, we call it a unit of women, and then the company gives you all kinds of cool raises. Now you're going to make 13%, you're going to make another 13%, and then you're going to make bonuses. And so I just want you to see how it is that you make $5,000 to $25,000 a month. Why that stuff, and how you can make that income. So that's the difference in being a director versus being a consultant. So let's see. You told me what meant the most to you is freedom and flexibility. Okay, Leah, so here's the deal. If you would have told me finances meant the most to you, then I would have said, well, then why in the world would you wait 1 second to give this a try? Because you'd be making income very quickly, and what a difference that could be making to your family budget would be very wonderful, but that's not what you do. But if you would have told me that I was fun, friends, and frivolous, then I would say, why would you wait for a second to give this a try? Because having amazing friends and more fun in your life and the opportunity to have frivolous stuff, who would wait to have that in their life? That makes such a difference in the quality of your life. But that's not what you told me. So if you'd have told me foundational growth, then I would have said, oh my gosh, why would you wait for a second? Because becoming more confident in who you are is what's going to make your life more wonderful. The fabric of your life completely changes. But that's not what you told me. You told me freedom and flexibility. So my question is, why would you wait 1 moment to give this a try?
She's piercing me with her eyes. I would wait.
So then this is all we do. We purchase a starter kit. It's just $100, and we can fill out it on the iPad, or you can fill out a paper agreement. Which would you rather do? Okay, let's go. Question?
Yay.